Hello, welcome to another video on SRID Cloud. In this video, I want to talk about how to set up Go language in your environment so you can write some simple Go language code. So Go is a new language. It's not new at this point, but it's been there for some time. But for me, it's a new, developed by Google, and now it's community based. It is very exciting, and it offers a lot of flexibility and power as well for today's computing environment. So what you're looking at is my very simple Go language setup on my GitHub page, and I will explain how to set up your environment to install Go and then write some program like this and execute them. So we're not going to be looking at something that is complicated at all. It is going to be very, very simple. Just print hello world and something fancy with that. So here is a very simple Go language code, and it has some import statements and a package statement and a main method. And this method, or rather I should call it as function, prints hello world, and it also sets itself into an infinite loop and prints something, and also prints the loop counter. Very simple, nothing fancy at all. So let's see in a Red Hat environment how to install Go language interpreter or Go language compiler, and how to build executables written in Go language and then execute them. So let's get started. So here's my computer that is fitted with Red Hat operating system. I'll let it boot, and then I will be installing Go language on it. So let me log in first. And I'm going to start the terminal application, and let me make it bigger. So one of the first things that I want to do here is to install the Go language. But before that, let's examine this operating system for a moment. So this is a Red Hat 8.0 operating system, and then the kernel level here is 4.18. So I don't know whether you care about these, but just in case. So now the first thing first, I'm going to execute this command to install the Go language in this computing environment. So here it is. So this will install the Go language in this environment. So let's wait for that to happen. So all these dependencies will be installed automatically for you. There are numerous other ways in which you can install Go, but I choose to do this way because it is like a package. Okay, so we are done. So now let us see if there is any Go here. Yeah, there it is. The first thing that I want to show you is the Go env. So this is a very handy tool, and it talks about what environment variables are used by the Go program. Most importantly, the Go path. So your source code is supposed to be inside this directory. The home s venkat is my home directory, and under that there is supposed to be a Go subdirectory, and under that there should be a src directory, and under that you can do whatever you want to write to your Go application. And the second environment variable that is of interest is the Go root. and this is the directory where the Go language has all its bells and whistles installed. So now let's write a very simple code. The Go path environment variable requires a Go directory to be set up. So I'm going to creating a directory called Go. Under this, I'm going to create src. Under this, I'm going to create a directory called hello world. Now I will write a very simple hello world Go application because I need something to compile. So in this file, I will write a very simple Go program. So here it is. And this is very simple. It has package statement in it, and it's a main package. And I'm importing a package called FMT for formatting and printing hello world string. And then there is this function main that will be automatically executed when I execute this executable. So now what I'm going to do is go run hello world.go, and it prints the hello world string. And if I look at this directory, I don't have any executable created at all. So this is the Go run acting like an interpreter. It probably compiles and builds an executable internally somewhere and then executing it. So now what if you want an executable? So to do that, just say go build hello world.go. And this will not run the application, the Go program, but it will create the hello world executable, and then you can run it with hello world to execute it. So this is the simplest basic fundamental building block for Go language programming. This is how you set it up in your computing environment, and this is how you write your simple first hello world program. So now let us do something different. I told you that the source code that you write has to be under the Go path. In this case, it is home svenket Go and then src and the hello world. So everything has to stay inside this directory home svenket Go. What if you want to maintain your source somewhere else? So Go language provides the concept called modules. So with that, you can maintain your source code wherever you want. And that will be my second part of this demo. So let's start all over again. And this time we will not be creating our source code under home svenket Go src. We will be creating it in some other place. And then let's see how Go language can maintain that kind of source code somewhere else. Okay, let me get started again. Okay, I'm starting all over again. Let me boot my computer, and when the booting is complete, I will be installing Go language again, and then I will create my source code in some other place other than the home svenket Go. So let's wait for it to come up. There it is. And let me install Go language again. Let me get the command again. Here it is. And let's wait for the Go to be set up. It should be similar to what we saw a moment ago. And while it is doing its part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a directory somewhere else. And then I'm going to do something called go module init. So when I say go module init, a go.mod file will be created. And that file will contain everything you need, everything the Go language needs to maintain source code in that directory rather than maintain it under Go path variable. So here it is, Go is available. So this time I'm going to be creating a directory like my Go. So here I am, and here I will create the module initialization. So go mod init my Go. So my Go is the current directory name. That will be my module name. There it is. The go.mod file will be created. That will contain a bunch of statements in it, but this file will grow when I do something, when I import my dependencies and all that, which we will see in a moment. But for now, this is a very simple file. So now let me write a similar Hello World Go program, but this time I will do something more. So let me get the code and then copy and paste it here. So this code appears a little bit more than what we saw earlier. It imports math rand. So with that I will be generating some random numbers, and then I will also be downloading or importing the code that I showed you earlier at the beginning of this video, because that has got some utility method in it and I want to invoke it in this Go application. So what I'm trying to tell you is this is how you can import a Go language built-in package as well as an external remote package and use them in the Go language code. So we're done. So now let me try to build this code and see what happens. Remember, my code is not sitting under home s venkat go directory, which is the Go path variable value. In other words, let me do it again. So the Go path is still home s venkat go, but I decided to stay away from this Go path and maintain my source code somewhere else. So these are the two files in this directory at this point, and I'm going to do this go build. So now what happened is the go build downloaded the dependency mentioned in my Go program, which is my GitHub package, and staged it inside this environment. So remember, I'm still away from my Go path environment variable. I'm in an entirely different directory. So now the Go build is done. Now I can execute it. And here is the output. So this is how you can maintain your source code in an entirely different directory and still write some Go programs. So how did they do it before the invention of Go modules? Like how do I do it if I maintain my source code under the Go path? So there's a tool called Go Get, and I would have used Go Get to download the github.ivm.com, and then git Sridhar and then my Go. I would have done this, and then I would have built my Go program. But there are lots of problems with this approach. What if the GitHub package has got multiple branches in it? Master branch and then 1.0, 2.0, whatever. But this approach will only download the master branch. how do I get a branch that is other than master? There is a way to do it, but that is a bit complicated. That is why they invented the Go module concept. And now you would have noticed there's another file called go.sum also got created. So let's look at go.mod first. It added a value, it added a statement to download the GitHub package. So this is how the Go interpreter remembers where to go in case if the entire code needs to be rebuilt. So now let us look at go.sum. That also contains a reference to the same GitHub package. So this is how you work on the Go programming at the very fundamental level. First, using the Go path, and then maintain all your source code under the Go path. The second, maintain your source code wherever you want. I think the second approach is what is desired rather than the first one, because the first one is very limiting. The second one has got some freedom attached to it. So hope you enjoyed this video. At least got some very, very fundamental ideas on how to write Go programs. And more than that, how to set up your environment to write Go programs. So I will see you in another video at a different time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.